Under the watch of the international community, ISIS militants are advancing fast in Iraq and Syria, committing mass murders and ethnic cleansing crimes on a scale that no other armed group, not even al-Qaeda, was able to progress in the region.
Sie haben die richtige Religion vergessen und jetzt schauen sie im Hass und Rache.
Who is ISIS? ISIS is not just a group of armed Muslim radicals wanting to apply a form of draconian Shariaa law in Iraq and Syria. According to their criminal activity in the Middle East, ISIS appears to have become the most organised radical Islamist militant group in the world. ISIS actions are not random. The group has a sophisticated geopolitical knowledge of the regions it covers. Edward Snowden, former employee at the US National Security Agency, revealed that the Islamic State is the creation of the US, UK and Israel intelligence services. He added that the group's leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, whom we know very little about, has received extensive training in military strategy, religious ideology and public speech. Al-Baghdadi has been very successful in attracting foreign fighters from around the globe. ISIS militants are predominantly foreign. The group claims to have militants from Germany, France, Britain and other European countries, in addition to fighters from the Middle East and the Caucasus. ISIS's size is said to have surpassed al-Qaeda, reaching thousands, although no official figures have been released.
In Iraq specifically, much of the problem is because the Sunni Iraqis have made common cause with the extremists named ISIS because they were not included in the government of Nouri al-Maliki the way they should have been. Maliki really moved far from what he had told us and others, including Iraqis, he would do as prime minister. And he, in fact, purged the government, he purged the military forces. So a lot of the Sunnis are saying, well, we're going to combine with ISIS to try to put pressure on Maliki, and then we'll take care of ISIS. The problem with that idea is that the last time they tried to do that, the United States military helped them do that because they didn't have the resources to be able to take on al-Qaeda in Iraq. We joined together. We got rid of al-Qaeda in Iraq. Now the government in Iraq and the military in Iraq needs to integrate the Sunnis to take on this threat from ISIS.
ISIS's strategic plan is to take over a specific region with clear geographic borders, covering the Middle East, North Africa, in addition to some parts of Europe, to become the largest Islamic state of the 21st century. The borders of the Islamic State might be ridiculed by some and underestimated by others, but in fact the plan has been actioned and they are moving fast. The militant group was formed in April 2013 and grew out of al-Qaeda in Iraq. In the same year, ISIS took over the Syrian city of Raqqa, controlled the Iraqi Sunni city of Fallujah Ramadi, and is currently present in a number of towns between Syria and Iraq. ISIS's control of oil fields made the group less dependent on funds from wealthy individuals from the Gulf, whose aim is to bring down President Bashar al-Assad. According to Professor Peter Neumann, the group is worth around $2 billion. How is ISIS different from al-Qaeda? It's no secret today that al-Qaeda was the product of the CIA in the 70s. The terrorist group was trained by the US to support its war against the Soviets. Since the war in Afghanistan and Iraq, al-Qaeda finds prosperous grounds to flourish and grow its activities in the West and the Middle East, and to widen its network of supporters around the world. According to the documents released by Snowden, ISIS, on the other hand, was formed to attract all the extremists of the world to one place, using a strategy called the Hornet Nest. The strategy aims at creating more religious and ethnic tensions in the region to protect the interests of Israel. The unprecedented flow of radicals from Europe to Syria and Iraq without any interception seems to support Snowden's recent revelations.